All right.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is OG World of SHAZAM, and with me is.
Dccomics.News.
And today, this is going to be our second official podcast, but this one's going to be separate. And for you to get the other half, you'll have to go to DC Comics News page on YouTube, and the links will be in our descriptions. So, the first topic we're going to be discussing is, drum roll please, Young Justice, Outsiders. So for whoever didn't watch it, 100% spoilers coming up. No doubt, I am not holding back at all. Spoilers all the way. So I'm assuming you watched them.
Yeah.
Did you not?
Yeah. Wow.
So what was your first impression from the beginning to the mid-season?
Okay, so at the start, I wasn't too keen on the human trafficking, and being in Russia, I just thought that was it dragged a little. I thought it was great, but I think it dragged just a little bit. But ever since they got out of Sokovia, was it? It was somewhat close to that. Ever since they've left that and they start to become a team and grow as a team, it's make it so much more interesting. And I'm loving season 3. It might be my favorite season so far up to.
I love how it's like you said, like it took a bit of time for the team to be able to collaborate with each other, but I don't know, like first of all, in my opinion, like when I watched season 1, it automatically became my favorite TV show ever. But then when we got season 2, I wasn't keen about the 5-year jump, because I always thought that when we get Young Justice, we would be sticking with the main 6 characters, you know. I thought we'd stick with only them. But then when I started to realize in season 3, it's not just about them. Of course, it's going to be focused on those 6 characters: Nightwing, Calder, Wally, Artemis, Magan, and Connor. But it's also about, in general, the Young Justice, the young generation of heroes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really nice how we get Halo, we got Brio and Geoforce and Forager. I really enjoy how they work together and the chemistry between them. So what were your top 4 or 5 favorite moments in the first half of the season?
Oh, that's a tough question actually. There's so many. I thought the scene between Silas and Victor. Definitely. Rage and anger into him as he just.
And you feel it radiating off of the screen. You're like, oh damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like all the training montages.
Yep.
There's just so many different moments I loved all the Beast Boy. Granny Goodness's like virtual reality type.
Oh, dude, this lady, when I first saw her, I was like, oh my, I cannot believe they're going with that. Because in one of the comic books, Final Crisis, what happens is that everybody from Apocalypse has a human form. So that right when I saw Granny Goodness on Earth, I'm like, oh hell, this gave me a Final Crisis vibe. But like oh my god, like I knew she was bad news. And when I knew she was in charge of the goggles, I was like, oh hell no, please no.
Yeah, I'm actually glad she showed up, because when the way they were going through the different phases with Beast Boy, with him seeing Kid Flash, oh my god,
ouch. That hurts.
I was just silent. Like I was like, wow, look at all this. But then when Wally started to talk, I went dead silent. I was like,
yo, me too. That was like, and the thing is, look. So what I was thinking is, because do you remember when I think it was in the first block of 3 episodes. I think it was episode 2 or 3, when Halo touched the body and said no life, that she sensed the life was dead. What if she touches one of Wally's clothes or objects and says he is not dead, you know, that he's out there? just by sensing something of Wally. I think that would be a nice hint that he's out there somehow if you used Halo.
Yeah. Because I'm really surprised of like Halo, because when she first was introduced, she seemed like an annoying character.
No,
I mean,
not
at the
at all.
start, she's a bit over the top, but I've come to get used to her, and now she's like one of my favorite characters in the show at the moment. With all the powers and everything.
But
and yeah, it could, because she can now open boom tubes. She's so many powers.
Oh, that's
it
sick.
can unlock so much more for Young Justice the rest of the season.
No, like I think Halo might be one of my top 5 favorite characters. I don't know, because it's just awesome. And like to go to a religious point of view, for example, like some political religious thing, that she really empowers like Muslim girls, like it's something that people need nowadays, especially because everybody's being attacked. But to see Halo like to represent and to be so kind and genuine with her kindness, I think that really puts her on top of my list. I mean, that's my opinion.
Yeah, because a lot of the characters have just been superhero. I'm a superhero. That's cool. Now they've added Halo, and Forager. It's Forager was just when he kept saying I've forgotten his human name now, but he kept with 2 G's.
I know. Fred Bug with 2 G's. Fred Bug with 2 G's. Oh my god. The thing is, like, I was like, please stop saying 2 G's. But then he's like, Forager is relieved he has not to say Forager with 2 G's. That made me crack up. I was like, okay, that's nice.
I almost cried with laughter when they introduced Doom Patrol Go. Oh my god.
Oh my god. The thing is, in the beginning of that episode, I was like, why are you being rude to this man in front of you? I just thought he was a casting director or a director that he hated. But to know that he was part of the Doom Patrol, I was like, oh my god, no. Like, I really think the reason they used the Teen Titans Go theme was to make it less hurtful for us, because if they actually used the real animation, like the Young Justice animation, that we would have felt it more, you know what I mean? But that was and to think that Rita, because like in the comics, Rita is like she didn't have this role in Beast Boy's life as in Young Justice. Like, she didn't work with his mother in Hello Megan. So that really brings so much more together,
And hopefully Doom Patrol, hopefully in the Doom Patrol show that comes out, Beast Boy will be in at least an episode, because there are some behind the scenes pictures with him and with the cast. I don't know if he was going to be a part of it.
I think he would. I think they have to do that, at least one.
So, I can't really narrow it down to top 5 moments, because these brand new episodes have just been so cool.
I know, man. Like, one of my favorites, like, I don't care. This is one of my favorites, even though people might not think so, is the Icicle Jr. with Superboy moment. That was, like, legit funny. Like, I cracked up. Like, because it goes way back to season 1, but you can see that friendship they had in season 1 stayed, but in a more frenemy type of way. So that was nice. Oh, and by the way, I got engaged. And he was like, oh, congratulations. Like, he seemed genuine.
I know.
And I really loved that scene. Oh my god, I think that would be my top, that would be my fifth favorite. My fourth favorite. Like, okay, I can tell you my favorites, but not in order.
Oh my god.
Red Hood's introduction with Damian. Top. That's definitely my top favorite. Like, that's number 1 for me. It has to be number 1. And then one of my other favorites is a compilation, which is all those Halo moments when she comes back to life. It's as if it's nothing. She's like, oh, I'm back, and then she goes back into fighting. That was also those are all compiled into one of my favorites too. Cyborg definitely that moment was like the whole Cyborg moment when he was confronting his father, and after he was attached to the father box, and when he tried to kill his father. Those scenes were also a favorite scene because it really, you can feel the character's anger that his future was actually lost. So that's also one of my favorites. Just seeing Wally West as a hologram, that was one of my favorites too. Just seeing Wally.
I think some other ones. The ending is something to talk about.
Oh my god. Look, honestly, like I really thought that Tara was gonna be good. I don't know why. I thought she was gonna be good in this one at the end, even though like Tara in the comics, the shows, the Teen Titans show, the Judas Contract movie, she's always the bad person. She always betrays the team. But I really had hope for her in Young Justice just because of how it ended. You know how before the credit scene, how it ended. I was like, she's genuinely seems innocent. But you know, you can't have everything. I guess you can't.
I would have hoped for Tara to be in a few episodes before they leave the cliffhanger like that, because that means we can trust her a bit more.
True.
And that would become more of a shock to us. But it was kind of still a big of a shock because, well, her brother loves her so much, and it's just going to destroy him soon.
It's gonna break him so bad. He's not gonna believe it. He's gonna blame mind control or whatever. But it's gonna take him a while. It's gonna take him a big while to handle the pain that's gonna come after his knowledge of her betraying everybody.
Also, throughout the episodes, I started laughing a lot, not to the funny moments, but to the fact how gory this season is. Wow, like.
Oh yeah, like dude, like you, like oh my god, Cyborg, that was like so intense when you saw his body. I was like, are you really showing us that?
But I guess they've thought, well, people have grown up with this show, so they're not going to stay kids. They're going to grow up with.
No, mainly because they're not on Cartoon Network anymore, so the DC universe can do whatever they want. So yeah, but I enjoy it. Like I think it brings more of a realistic dimension to the show. Like if somebody actually does get hurt or gets half his body exploded, this is what would actually happen.
You never know. We might Doom Patrol, another gruesome shot. But if we didn't get that, then that's kind of a very accurate way of showing the pain Cyborg, how much pain he got after that explosion. It was just
true.
I loved every single scene with Cyborg in, and from those pictures that I saw, I liked it. I knew he had character development, but I thought they were just gonna throw him in there. I didn't know they'd do a proper backstory.
And no, they did a proper job. They did a proper job with so little time with his character. Like I was like, wow! Like in 4 episodes, they really did they did a great job with Cyborg. Like he can now move on to the team. Like I'm like, damn, you guys outdid yourselves with his character and the writing. So yeah, you have a great point on his character.
And did you know this? And I kind of freaked out after it.
Wait, what?
No. Did you not? You missed it.
No. Wait,
what? Changing rooms with those 3 guys. 2 guys were arguing, were like messing around with each other, and then there was this one kid who came up to them. That's Cisco.
Oh yeah. Cisco. Yeah, Cisco. I was like, don't do that to my boy Cisco. He will vibe you out of here now.
I hope they, in the future, they start to introduce him fully to the show, because, from Flash, I absolutely love him. He's one of my favourite characters. And I'd love them to go full on with this Cisco, maybe a backstory to him as well.
I think they would use Cisco for a next generation heroes, like with he would be older. He definitely older than Damien and Connor and the younger Connor and the Tornado Twins. But I think he would be near in that. He'd be leading that kind of a team.
I did remember one of my favorite moments, and it was with all the mothers and the children when they were in the house of.
That was, I loved it. Like, we actually, we see the future of Young Justice, what it could be in like 5 or 9 more years. Hopefully, like, we get the new heroes. We know we can see who they are.
Yeah, and
which is interesting.
It wasn't forced. It was they just played it casual. They were just like, well, here's all the characters in the future. It's just going to be the normal episode, but still setting up for the future. And it wasn't forced or anything. It won't go.
Exactly. See, that's the thing. What I love about Young Justice right now, season 3, is they have regular episodes. They stick to the storyline, but they give you so much. They introduce so much, so many new characters, locations, storylines, but they don't push it. They don't make it feel forced. They make it feel like it's part of the show you're watching, you're enjoying. Nothing is forced in, and this is what you're gonna get one day if we have another couple seasons. So that's also what, like, to your point, is it did not feel forced, and it was absolutely, like, that episode particularly.
And in
was
20 minutes,
awesome.
like a 22-minute episode, fit that in. It's just I don't know how to do it. It's so good.
It's crazy, honestly, and the ocean master at the end. Damn.
Yeah,
you
I'm
just
really
chopped
surprised
his head
I
off.
did that. Just because I was kind of hoping to see more of him, but no, that's it.
Yeah.
But I guess if it can.
Yeah. So the last topic we can talk about before we end this episode is the new Team of Light, the new members. So what do you think of Ultra Humanite, Lady Shiva, and Deathstroke replacing Black Manta, the Brain, and another member? I don't remember who it was.
I'm wondering. I'm just kind of confused how they're gonna put them up against what Young Justice has developed with Halo, because she's gonna easily outdo him. But maybe with Terra being kind of the spy for Deathstroke.
But you have to understand that even Halo's a mother box. Yeah. She's just a mother box reborn in a body. So if they use father box apocalyptic technology, then there could be an advantage to the Light over Halo. Like, I wouldn't say she's invincible, but I would say that she's strong enough to have a weakness.
And Deathstroke is obviously a very tactical, and so he would have something planned. I just had that feeling that he knew that was happening, because it was so open. I thought he'd probably notice that, because he's aware of his surroundings. He's an incredible fighter. So I had that feeling that he was watching and he knew Batman was there. So maybe
I agree.
But yeah, I'm really enjoying Young Justice, and now we're going to be doing one episode a week. It's going to make me more excited for next episode, like the next and the next and the next, because we're not 3 episodes a week now.
True. But no, we're on break right now. We're going to be on break until
when it returns.
But I genuinely am happy that we brought it back, and hopefully we get these episodes sooner. But we know we have a specific date. We're going to get them then. But overall I enjoyed this season so far, and it is absolutely one of my favorite TV shows that I've ever watched, and nothing is going to change my mind. So yeah. So this was our first. This was our second episode. It's going to be on my YouTube channel, OG World of Shazam, And then to hear the second part of the podcast, you'll have to head over to Dccomics.News channel, which is going to be on both of our descriptions. So to get the next part, you'll have to tune in there.
Okay.
All right?
So, thank you for all listening to this podcast.
All right. We'll see you guys in the next part. Goodbye.